At the start of this video, I'd say that the Baltic Crusader achievement is now firmly in sight. We're about 20 to 30 years away, I'm guessing, from actually completing it. There's not an awful lot left to do now to get all of this Russian region and convert it to Catholicism. Novgorod's been integrated and they've already converted basically all of their lands apart from one province. We need about 3 or 4 more wars to actually gain the rest of the territory that I actually need. So 1 war against Muscovy, 1 war against Golden Horde, and either 1 or 2 wars against Lithuania, or perhaps any of the states that hopefully I might be able to spit out during the next war, or if I cause future rebellions there. In the recent videos I recorded, I've actually formed my first colonial nations. We have colonial Canada, or Abetne Canada, and we're going to be making at least a couple more very soon. With that in mind, actually I need to get a settler back. I've got a mission to colonize the Alta Gracia province once again to get that big bonus. Now, before I actually started recording, I spent quite a bit of my money which I had recently gotten. So I've actually purchased quite a few buildings, which you can see here. It's mainly buildings in this Russian culture region, which is accepted culture, so I can get quite a bit out of these places. So it's workshops and temples. It's all very developed land here. There's barracks and Ozil, which I'm going to have as a military province now because it has grain there, even though it's on the coast. There's a marketplace up over here which I've made. I'm currently coring up from recent wars. I've got rebellion issues, integrated Novgorod. I've actually bought 8,000 troops in my main troop producing area. So that's used up a lot of my manpower. Manpower is pretty bad. I think I'm ready to get started again now. So I've got a diplomat coming back in 20 days. Let's get that well, a settler back then. The only settler I can actually get back is the one in Powhatan. That one's actually en route still. So let's go there and recall that. It could trigger natives, of course, but shouldn't be an issue. So let's unpause that. Trade Casus Belli. Oh, they cancelled that. I thought they had before. Maybe they hadn't. So that's back. Alta Gracia. I can never remember where it is. Where are you? I thought it was there. Right. So let's send that to there. That could cause issues now, actually, couldn't it? Because I'm colonizing there. Hopefully it doesn't happen straight away. If it does, then I'm going to get a negative relation with the Pope and France, probably. So I'm not sure that's such a good idea, but I'm going to do it. We'll find out. So I've got some rebellions going on in Sweden as well. I didn't have an army over here, so they're coming in. Let's put the clock up a bit. Let's wait for this diplomat. I think I've got an army over here as well. I think all my armies are on the move, so let's just, yeah, get things going. Okay, so where's that? Oh, I remember. I put right, good. Diplomat rivals back. Diplomats back from Perm. I've got a few provinces which maybe I should actually be increasing autonomy, which I've recently taken. I don't think I'm going to, but perhaps I should. So hands of relations are pretty good, even though trust is dreadful. I vassal Scotland, of course, in the last video. I made the claim against Golden Horde. Actually, when I made peace with Lithuania, it said my claim had gone here, but it's not true. It's still there, so I actually made a claim on that province, which I didn't need to. Let's make claim over here. Then covert actions, fabricate claim. Galish. Okay. So when did these run out? 81. I think both of those run out. That's when the truce runs out, so I'm going to have to do them straight away. Right. I've got this army up here, which I probably don't need. What's my army maintenance like? I need to put that back on, actually, if I'm going to deal with rebels. So let's put that there. And right, they're coming in. Right, Hansa dealt with them for me. Thanks a lot, Hansa. Very nice of them. New exploits. Right, Skifadir shouldn't matter at all. I'm rich Stockholm. Let's Sitchin down there. Where is my fleet to anyway? Right, they're coming back over here. So I've basically left an army over in the New World, and I'm recruiting a new army over here in effect. Right, they can group up. Right, that's good. For the faster button. Right, Stockholm. Back there. I've got one core to do as well. I'll do that in a couple of months. Maybe I should do it earlier because it's lowering my diplomatic reputation, which I need to integrate. So we get there in September. Let's get Brugon on instead, is it? Yeah. Although I do want to get that heir killed. Rivals I could be making. I'm going to make Britain a rival at some point, definitely, but I'm not ready to attack them yet. We've got to get Scotland's cause back, but yeah, not quite yet. So I'm going to be more and more discussing what's going to happen after having gotten this achievement in future videos. Right, so that's colonized. So we've got a settler there. Where is, how much is Powhatan, is it? 96. So I might as well keep that there now, because that won't be worth taking out and then resending it, I think. Okay. Could maybe even afford a 4th colony, getting to the point. When Novgorod is integrated, my trade's going to go through the roof. It probably, you can definitely make a mistake argument that I shouldn't have should have taken the trade nodes off Novgorod, because I've lost so much money in trade to them by not having taken them at some point. I'm not sure how easily it would have been done when I created them as a vassal many moons ago, but yeah, it's cost me a lot of money not having their sense of trade and so on. Right, so it looks like the English have conquered the Netherlands completely, I think. Now I think I have quite a bit of aggressive expansion with the English currently at -20, so it's going to take a while to burn off. Wow, -27 Austria, that's not good. But I think you need 50 now, don't you? I think the Dutch rebellions won't go away though, even though they've reconquered them. They last until 1650. This makes it almost impossible. Well, unless things have been changed in recent patches, it makes it almost impossible to take territory there in this around this time. Right, reach Helsinglands. Okay, supply 24. Right, let's leave a few there. Okay. The Amazons. Right, new exploits Loop. In Loop, there are 2 small tribes with a very special arrangement. The women live by themselves, far from the men, who they only allow to visit them a couple of times each year. Any boy child fathered this way is returned to the father, and the girls are kept by the women. If approached at any other time than is appointed, the women will defend themselves with bows and arrows. The men of the strange tribe are currently preparing for the next visit, and have invited the male expedition members to join them. Okay, so we can get extra Diplo points, or we can get extra admin points. Now I'm focused on Diplo at the moment, which I need because I've got a ton of ideas to get, but admin is pretty important as well. I think I'm going to take admin because it's so much less. I do need to core up a decent amount of stuff still. I need to get a couple of ideas, and I also need to get to admin tech 17, which is to get universities in development and loads of things. Right, so it's a nice event. Right, they rivaled them back. Yeah, they have borders now. That's Interesting. I might be able to get Hansa to join me in on a war there, actually. There's a very good chance of it now, actually, so this is looking really good, in fact. Lithuania doesn't have an army at all, so I'm really maybe should be thinking about buying rivals or investing and trying to get rivals at the moment there. Okay, let's done. Let's bring those back to there. Right, these Kursk. Right, that's gonna trigger no matter what. Ooh, that's not good. What's that? Orthodox Zealots. That's really not good. You know what? I'm going to pay down the Orthodox Zealots because if they triggered, they could cause zeal potentially. So let's increase autonomy in these. And if they cause zeal, that will well, I mean, it will take longer for me to get an achievement, won't it? If I have to wait 30 years. I really have to keep an eye on that. Pay it down even, actually. I've got a lot of military points, so I think I might pay that down. So which one is it? Orthodox Zealots handle them. Ah, hang on, it's a different one. I'll hold off. Okay, gotta keep an eye on it. Okay. I don't think I need this on anymore, do I? Let's put it down to half. If I can place my armies correctly, I can actually get rid of that. So let's bring... Where's the other rebels? Kursk. Yeah, let's bring those down to there. Okay. What's that? So that does count. Right, I need to cancel that as soon as the diplomat comes back, which is going to be a while. Lithuania entered a military alliance with Poland. So I think they've lost. Yeah, they've no longer under a union. Sadly, the truce still exists. Okay, it's done. It's fine. Right, it's 10 of cores. So I think that rebellion might go now, actually, hopefully. Yeah, it's on the verge of going. So I can do that, that. Okay, 19%. So I should have a bit more diplomatic reputation. It's up to 6. It's not quite, it's capped that actually. Get another one on that. I thought Netherlands had gone. Oh, this Utrecht's former province, right, okay. Let's protect trade, Baltic Sea. Don't know how long they've been docked up there. Right, they're going back into the borders, so they're taking a shortcut, I think. Viborg. that's not good. But I'm going to be declaring war on Lithuania anyway rather than Poland, so it shouldn't affect things as long as... Yeah. If I wanted to make them a co-belligerent or attack them, though, that would mean I had to go to war against the English. Thing is, if I do go to war against them, I'm just going to deposit like 60k troops in Scotland and then invade. That's basically what the plan would be. But if I had to bring troops over via transports in the middle of the war, then that's a much bigger issue. Might be a lot harder to do because they have heavies and a much bigger fleet. Okay, so Dutch taking more provinces. I bet the English provinces the English are just taking will go back to them eventually. Okay. So we got 3,000 there. What have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like I need 1,200 men there. So where am I putting these to? I think these might have just split up. Yeah, the Orthodox ones are gone. I don't know what causes them to change to different ones, to be honest. It's a bit strange, that. So I should probably put them on Kursk for a bit. Get rid of that. That one's not easily gotten rid of. There's a Frozer I might be able to get rid of as well. Where's the Frozer? There. Okay. Army arrived in Livland and I've gone over my military points. I meant to do that and I forgot. So Frozer just caught up. Okay, nice. Now I'm miles ahead on my military tech, 5 years in fact. So military development, I really don't want to spend any of my admin or diplomacy points at the moment, but I kind of have to if I'm going to spend any military points on development. I've got to spend it on something. So the provinces which I'm thinking about spending military points in are Ozel, the Vastland or Jamtland. I'm going to have to spend Diplo points in all of these, I think, or admin. I think the cheapest one to do at the time being the spending the least amount of Diplo or admin would be to do Jamtland to culture convert and then just raise this a couple of times. I can't actually raise there or there currently. So, yeah, let's do here. So, change culture 27. Okay. Let's raise that, so 1 and 2. Right. So I've got a hidden army again here, which I forgot about. I gotta get rid of that. We had this bug before and it caused a lot of problems. So I don't know how it happens, to be honest. Right, so that's gone. Last time it happened was a war against Novgorod, maybe? It was ages ago. But it basically cost me a 10 in war score and... well, not war score, war exhaustion because there's a Phantom army. So, right, these are grouping up here. That can go there. Switch Galia. Okay, so save for 4. Probably need a couple more infantry. I might hire a couple of mercs, actually save my manpower. Right. Let's just see it expiring at Mertia. When's this That's not good. I want to conquer them soon. So I'm going to be starting a war against Golden Horn now, actually. With that army, probably. As soon as this diplomat comes back. Alta Gracia is successful. Is that going to cause issues now? Right, wait a day to get the mission completed. Right, brilliant. And recall. Next mission. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's wait a day. And abandon. So how much is... have we got 4? Yeah, 4 colonies. That one costs an extra 400%, so it's like over 10. It will cost us to have another colony on a go, which I might do pretty soon, but not here, definitely. So let's abandon that. Let's do some Natchez. Okay. Ooh, there's any troops here. Let's move them there. Okay. That's fine. Done. Right, finally the diplomat's coming back. Which is that froze here. Let's stick the army maintenance on. So that's up to, that's gonna fire, can't do anything about it. Wonder if that'll go down in a second. Did the diplomat come back? One day, okay. Right, finally the diplomat's back. Right, let's cancel embargo against Lithuania, unless I can make them a rival. Sadly I can't. France has been added to that list. So what am I doing here? I am economy, revoking embargo, send. Okay, so how long? Days? 3 days? They're not allied to anyone now, are they? Nope. Okay, that's down to 2.8. It's not quite there. 4.8, not quite there. Let's get diplomats, declare war. I think I do holy. Oh, no, truce hasn't expired, has it? So this expires in August, so actually jumping again a tiny bit here. Cities demand old rights. Urban dwellers had always existed under a different code of rules than the other rural brethren, even in the same states. Just as monarchs look to curb the privileges of nobles, they often try to bring cities under more uniform rules and regulations. Cities often resisted these efforts. So this is an easy decision. Take the devotion hit. It's not even close, that one. Drunken whiskey thieves found singing loud, lecherous songs and swigging whiskey straight from the bottle.